Welcome back to the Studio Success Secret Show. I'm Richard Saturgi, and in today's episode, we're in Mitcham in Victoria, and right behind me, Lifestyle Essentials. These guys do personal training, osteo, small group training. The founder owner's name is Simon Fox, a great operator, but also an amazing person to create huge community in this area. So come on in, and I'm going to show you what his secret sauce is. Simon!
Hey Richard, how are you, mate?
How you doing?
Good.
Very good. Looking good. I missed the building's so bright you can't miss it.
Awesome.
Welcome back to the Studio Success Secret Show. I'm Richard Saturgi, and I am in Lifestyles Essential with Simon Fox in Mitcham, Victoria. Good to be here, Simon.
It's good to have you here, Rich.
Now, thanks for my shirt. I did some exercises before, hand-eye coordinations. Not something you see in a typical fitness center. You don't do things typical in here, but you've got a great community, and people come back for more, and you retain your clients like forever, and they love what you do. It's infectious here. Tell me about first of all the studio and what's it about.
Well, the studio started about 12 years ago. It was just a simple studio at the time, just did exercise, and we evolved it into being more. I wanted it to be the gap between the medical profession and the health industry. Yep. I really saw that there was a huge gap where people go to the doctor or physio or osteo, they get injured, and they don't want to send them back to the gym because they're injured. They get injured again. So we wanted to create that gap and have more exercise rehab. And then we, I guess, evolved into having osteo, having exercise rehab, and then, taking people on a journey from being injured to being fully healthy and functional. Yep. And then they stay with us and they keep training.
I love it. So you're downstairs, you come back up here, you bounce back and forth as you need it. Really innovative. And it is a gap, isn't it? There's a gap. It's like we go full out there and do the group classes, and we're like, get injured, and then we rest, and then we go off yourself fixed, and then go over here. This is not the first time you've been involved in the industry. Can you take us through a quick snippet of your life in the industry?
So I think we started in the industry just as the dinosaurs passed out. So I started in about 1996. Yep. And I was an aerobics instructor. I aerobics instructed my way through uni. Yep. Then I worked at a gym in Willers Hill down here as a personal trainer, right? Where I met Steve Jensen, and from there I opened a studio in Roval. Then I moved into the education section and set up WIN, where we taught people how to be personal trainers and massage therapists. Did that probably for about 7 years. Yep. And then I moved back into clinical practice and lifestyle essentials.
Wow, such a journey of the industry. And what you're seeing now with the fitness industry as a whole, tell me about what you're seeing as a whole. There's much more competition. There's more people coming into the industry. We've obviously been very disrupted over the last 2 years. What's the industry looking like at the moment in your eyes?
Well, in this area here, in a 4-kilometre radius around here, there's probably 17 different facilities, from your 24-hour gyms to people in the park to your box, Droop Fitness to your exercise rehab. So there's probably that many facilities in this area. In a pure competition sake, for me, there's probably only 1 or 2 places that match what we do in the sense of the exercise rehab and our target market. So since COVID, I think people are looking now for that flexibility. Can I do it online if I need to? Can I stay home? Can I come in? Yep. I get the sense that people are looking for small facilities. They're a little bit more fearful about going back to the bigger gyms, although I feel that's probably now becoming a little bit more of the norm, especially here in Melbourne. Like, you go out in the city 3 months ago and it's empty. You go out last weekend and people are back in the city. Yeah. So I think people are coming back, but I also think that there's a lot of apprehension about what COVID's done to people's health and how can I step back into being healthy. It's like once you've been fit and healthy, you know what it took to get there. Yeah. When you're not there, you know what that mountain's like to climb again. So it's that, from my perspective, I think it's about how can we facilitate the understanding that, exercise, you don't have to take it serious, you just have to do it regularly. And we used to have a t-shirt that said that, exercise, you don't have to take it seriously, you just have to do it regularly. And that's the big thing I think that a lot of people miss, is just turn up and do something every week, 2 or 3 times a week, and your fitness will improve, your strength will improve, and you'll get back to where you were. Being
Lifestyle Essentials and a cross-pollination of what you do, you come in here with a problem, you fix it, where you're seeing the exercise actually having a huge effect, not like it's nothing to do with vanity, it's nothing to do with like, I just want to get fit for running, going on a run on a marathon. You're fixing people's biggest problems that are stopping them from actually living a life.
Yeah, look, the big thing is, we want to give people back their ability to live life. Our ultimate goal is to improve people's quality of life so that their health never inhibits them from being able to do anything in life. So I look at my dad. My dad, he retired. He went on a holiday to Alaska. $30,000 each they paid for their holiday to Alaska. And they couldn't walk up the glaciers. They couldn't go on the helicopter. They couldn't do things because of their lack of quality of life. And his whole life, he saved up to that holiday and then couldn't truly experience it because of their health issues. And, giving people back their ability to sleep all night, to be able to play with their kids. You get someone who walks in here who can't walk because they're in back pain. And 4 weeks later, they're completely pain-free and they're able to do squats and lunges and push-ups and move. Suddenly you've given them back their ability to live.
What CRM do you use?
We use Clinico.
How many sessions do you complete a week?
We do about 100 PT sessions a week and about 40 osteo treatments a week.
How many team members do you employ?
We've got 2 osteos and 4 trainers.
What's your favourite fitness app or tech app?
Probably the Blaze Pods we were playing with before.
They were very cool.
Yeah. I do like my Garmin now, but I've sort of stayed away from the tech.
I would like to have another go at that.
You can.
And see who's got the highest score.
Maybe we can get you doing the push-up challenge tab.
Yeah, that's going to be super cool. What does the average day look like?
Average day for the studio, we open at 6. We've got groups in the morning, PT till probably about lunchtime. Usually treatments run throughout the whole day, and then we ramp up in the evening with your typical personal training end of the day. For me personally, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I try and work on the business.
Yep.
And then we've got some NDIS stuff where we're going out and we're doing on-site visits for clients now too.
Great. What's your favourite business book or podcast?
Your podcast, wouldn't it, Richard?
That's a marketing muscle-up show, and you can check that out on Apple.
Favourite book would probably be Good to Great.
Good to Great.
Good to Great.
Very good. So team, if you want a bit of a change in how you approach your studio, your business, hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's certainly given me a lot of great ideas of how to move forward, especially if you've gone through a tough time through COVID or struggling to get those next client in. Definitely check this out, Lifestyles Ascension in Mitcham. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time on the Studio Success Secret Show. Thanks, Simon. Appreciate your time and your expertise about the mare. And I love the shirt, by the way. I'm keen to get back into polo shirts.
I think we need to put com on this side so we can...
We'll work on that. And I want another go of the board. I think I want to beat my score of 50 and I want to know what you were, and then we'll have a competition.
When you get to 90, we'll talk about me stepping in. It's like a weightlifting competition. You step in at the weight that you're at.
So 90. Okay, I got 50. All right, we'll do that after this. And guys, if you enjoyed this episode, there's a whole bunch of other episodes you can see. Simply go to the Facebook group Crush Your Fitness Marketing and you can check those out. If you want to see more of these episodes too, you can check out commarketing.com.au. Thanks, Simon. Appreciate you having me here.
Awesome. Glad you came down, and we'll see how you go hitting the buttons.
Yeah, I'll get straight back into that. See you guys.